Podcast Network Asia.
You are listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly Podcast, where we feature timely and relevant discussions on the Philippine stock market and the economy in the hope of providing you investing and trading guidance. Here's your host.
Hi investors, this is Anjz from First Metro Securities. In this episode of Market Bites, let me share with you our latest company update on RL Commercial REIT Inc. or RCR. We are reiterating our buy call on RCR with target price raised to 8 pesos versus 6.80 pesos previously as we roll over the valuation base to next year. In addition, our new TP assumes a valuation re-rating driven by the full impact of the planned 30.7 billion pesos asset injection, resulting in a 23% distributable income CAGR by FY26F. Based on FY26F payout, our TP implies a target 5.50% yield, assuming that the stock's current 40 bp premium over the Philippine 10-year bond yield is maintained by the end of 2026. After the infusion, RCR will benefit from a sector-leading combination of large market capitalization, high-quality assets, and index inclusion premium. In particular, RCR will become the largest REIT in the Philippines, with retail assets comprising majority, around 54%, of its over 1.1 million square meters of gross leasable area, or 155 billion pesos in assets under management across 21 malls and 17 office assets. In addition to high-quality office assets, newer buildings at competitive rates, mall asset infusions strengthens RCR's organic growth prospects. Mall assets' better growth outlook versus offices, as well as favorable lease agreements with variable leasing structures could serve as a potential growth lever for RCR. This is unlike other REITs, such as A-REIT, where malls are leased to sponsor Ayala Land Inc. under a fixed lease agreement for operating the sponsor's retail spaces. Furthermore, there is a high probability of index inclusion for RCR by Feb 2026. It currently meets 2 of the 3 PSEI eligibility requirements, which are liquidity and free float. Based on estimates, post-asset injection, RCR needs to maintain an average price of around 6.95 pesos in the second half of this year to be added to the PSEI by Feb 2026. Currently, the stock ranks 29th among the largest listed companies eligible for PSEI inclusion. For more color on the asset injection story and for technical guidance, we released a trader's playbook on RCR, which you can view through the platform or via the mobile app. To access the report through the platform, simply log in to your FirstMetroSec My or Pro account. Head on to the Research tab, click on FirstMetroSec, navigate to All Reports. Under All Types, select Trader's Playbook, and you will be able to see our updated report on RCR as of June 2025. You can also access our Trader's Playbook through the mobile app FirstMetroSec Go. On the bottom part of the screen, tap on Stock, search for RCR. Instead of Quick Quote, choose Research. Then under FirstMetroSec, you will see our updated report as of June 2025. Again, that's a buy call for RCR at 8 pesos target price. And that's it for today's podcast. Make sure to follow us on our socials for more updates. That's First Metro Securities for both our Facebook and Instagram pages. Thanks for tuning in. Hope this has been helpful.
Thanks for listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly Podcast. Don't forget to follow us to get first dibs on our new episodes. For more up-to-date market news and info, exclusive content, and the opportunity to connect with your fellow Filipino investors and traders, join facebook.com/groups/FirstMetroSec and be part of the First MetroSec family.
Hello? Hello?
Podcast Network Asia.
FirstMetroSec is providing this podcast as a general market commentary. Reference to any specific security, product, or entity do not constitute as an offer or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any financial instruments or to participate in any particular trading strategy. The statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed by the hosts are subject to change without notice, and FirstMetroSec is under no obligation to update, amend, change, or correct any of the statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed. The statements, comments, views, and opinions expressed by the guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the view of FirstMetroSec. FirstMetroSec disclaims any liability arising from reliance on or reference to any information obtained in this podcast.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.